So what you want to do when you're winterizing your Cobalt, we're going to do this first. If you don't want to use antifreeze, something you have to do is unscrew both of these hoses here and take them out and let the water drain. Just make sure that you label them starboard and port side, because if you flip them it can cause some damage and you don't want that. But today we're going to be using antifreeze. So our first step is to come to the plunger here, take the pin out, plunge it down, and you're going to let the water drain. While it's draining, you can go ahead and take the cap off. And get your antifreeze ready. We've already got our caps off. We're ready to go here. Something you're going to need to run antifreeze through the engine with is you just take a garden hose, you leave one end intact, you cut the other end, and you just put a funnel in it. And what that's going to allow you to do is run antifreeze through the engine. So if your Cobalt didn't have a sea strainer like this, you would still need to do this stuff that we're doing here. It just screws on. One very important thing is that when you're done with all this, you put the cap back on tightly, because you don't want any air to come back through it. So once all your water's drained out right there, and go ahead and pull this plunger back up, put the pin in it. That's good there. And we'll go ahead and slowly pour our first gallon into the sea strainer. Pour a gallon of antifreeze into there. You can go ahead and put the cap back on. Screw this on. And then we're ready to start putting antifreeze into the engine itself. So you'll need to turn the boat over and then immediately start pouring, which is why we have all the antifreeze ready here. You can go ahead and turn that over. And you'll just do this with all 3 gallons. And then you'll put that blue cap back on, and then you're ready to go. Putting our antifreeze in, we've went ahead and killed the engine. All you're going to do from here is unscrew your garden hose. And then make sure you put this cap back on good. Now, if you did not take the antifreeze route, again, you would have left these 2 hoses off and labeled them starboard and port, and then you would have left this plunger down with the pin out and this tag on the steering wheel. But we put antifreeze in it, so the hoses are connected, the plunger's back up, and now when it becomes springtime, you'll be ready to go out on the water with no worries.